Hi guys, today my mom's gonna show you a recipe that we've been doing since I was like 6 years old, and it's so simple and easy to make, and it's honestly like involves like 4 ingredients, the entire dish and the side dish. So right now we're just gonna show you what we use. We're gonna use a cup and a half of heavy cream, and this is for the salmon. This is a Finnish recipe that my uncle actually taught us how to make when he came from Finland and visited us. And we're just showing you this salmon's nice and clean. We're gonna put it skin down on a little bit. It doesn't have that much oil because we're gonna pour over the heavy cream, but it has a little oil on the pan itself. And we're gonna season it, and you can season it completely up to your taste. What we use is very simple because it's such a rich dish that I don't think it needs that much. So we're just gonna salt it to taste. And this is completely up to you guys. Some people don't cook with salt. Some people don't like garlic. My family really loves garlic. So we're going to put a good amount of garlic powder on top. And it's honestly so simple. If you wanted to make it a little spicy, you could add some maybe cayenne or paprika right now onto the salmon itself. But this is literally it. And we're going to pour in enough heavy cream to top it. Each salmon is different size. Your container is going to be different. So it really is up to you as your chef in your kitchen to know how much to put it in. We're just going to do it until it covers the salmon. We don't need to put so much heavy cream to like waste that. We don't want to waste it. We just use as much as we need. So you can see here that we used half of that. That cup itself holds 2 cups. So we used 1 full cup. And that's it, guys. We're going to put it in an oven at 350 for about 35 minutes or until it's cooked and has a pretty golden color. It's not going to get crispy because, of course, it's pretty much a soup. And you can see that we're starting on our side dish. This is our broccoli, and we're going to cut our broccoli into not tiny pieces, but good bite-sized pieces. So when you bite into it, it's not burning hot still, you know? When you get a huge piece of broccoli, it kills you. So we have our pan right now on a low to medium heat, and we're going to add in the rest of our heavy cream. That was 1 cup, and we want to make sure that we get it in there. And I just added a tablespoon of chickpea flour to make a slurry. A slurry is just when you make the milk or sauce thicker with either, traditionally it's all-purpose flour, but since we're doing this keto, it's not all-purpose flour. We're going to use chickpea flour. If you don't have, you can use all-purpose flour or cornstarch, but that's not keto. So right now I'm just mixing all the lumps out of it. It's a hard angle to see, but the heavy cream definitely got thicker because of the chickpea flour. If you can't find chickpea flour, I recommend buying it online or at your local Indian or Middle Eastern store. They have it a lot. So we're just going to salt it. It might look like a lot of salt, but this is what's going to give our broccoli flavor. More garlic. We love garlic. And black pepper, because this is just our recipe and we like it like that. If you have an issue with black pepper, you totally don't need to add it. And I'm gonna add a little bit of more black pepper on it anyway, so we're just adding a good amount right now. And that's it. We want our heavy cream not to completely boil, but to get really hot so we can add in our delicious mozzarella cheese. And right now we're adding some cilantro. If you want to add in parsley or like an Italian mix, that would be delicious, but we really like cilantro here. My mom's not that crazy about parsley, but I think parsley would be a really good substitute if you like parsley. This gives it more of a almost like a Latin taste, I guess. But it's delicious, so we just want it to absorb a little bit of flavor, our heavy cream. So we're gonna add that before the cheese. We're gonna let that soak for probably, honestly, like 2 minutes, not that long. And we're gonna add in handful by handful of cheese. We don't want the cheese or the sauce to burn, so you can see how low my stove is, and we're just mixing it around right now. I'm just showing you that the chickpea flour made it so much thicker than how the heavy cream originally was. And you can see my mom and I always are like a tag team buddy in the kitchen. So she's helping me put it in. She's super cute and I love her so much. So we're just adding in a handful, but in the end we use 2.5 cups of cheese just because I really like that cheesy consistency it gives to this dish. And it makes it nice and thick, and then when it's cooked through, it gives it like a crust. It's beautiful. If you have Parmesan cheese, you could top it and it would give it such a crunchy and delicious topping. But we don't add it just because my mom's not that crazy with Parmesan cheese. I love Parmesan cheese. So if I were to do this again, knowing that my mom's not going to have any, I would put Parmesan cheese on top. Probably like half a cup, just sprinkle on top. But if you completely are done like how we are, and it looks really thick and you want to add heavy cream, don't do it. You're going to mess it up. The broccoli, when it cooks, releases so much water that it would come out more like a soup, like a broccoli and cheese soup than a side dish. So this giant thick blob of cheese, we're going to put it on top of our little pieces of broccoli. They're not tiny, but they're a good bite size. You see? And now we're just going to put the cheese on top. And it's really thick, and we just want to make sure that it really covers each and every broccoli piece so you can have a really nice and beautiful side dish. So now we're just pouring it. It kind of almost looks like mashed potatoes because the cheese makes it so thick, but I promise you it's delicious. It comes out so good, and your family and your friends will be really impressed. And if it's just for you, you're gonna be like, wow, I didn't know that I'm such a good chef. You're gonna impress yourself because it's really, really good and it's healthy. So we're just going to completely cover it. You don't need to see us playing around with it. So we fast forward a tiny bit just so you can see that it's not crazy hard. But me and my mom, of course, are like talking in the background. And we're just coating it completely, and we mixed it. And I'm adding more black pepper because I like spicy so much. And I put that in the oven at 400 degrees for about 25 minutes. And you can see our salmon right now, it's completely cooked through. But I do put it back in the oven for at least another 5 minutes because I want it to get more of a golden color. And I put a little bit of that heavy cream that's on the side back on top. And there you go, look at that broccoli. It's so delicious and has a nice crisp taste to it. And I absolutely loved it. And it's honestly so easy because you already had the heavy cream out. This is a good recipe if you have a lot of heavy cream like how we did, and we wanted to use as much as possible before it goes bad. And there you go. My mom's just showing you how she cooks it. I mean, how she eats it and what she pairs it with. She cut up an avocado on the side. And she's just telling you right now that we've been doing this recipe, honestly, since I was like 6 years old. So she's going to try it. When I mean try it, she's going to eat it. Just because we already know how it tastes. We love this. We've been doing this for like 14, 15 years. And it's honestly such a delicious recipe. That broccoli, I was fighting everyone over for so they wouldn't eat it because I wanted it all. It was amazing. And I hope you guys try it. We love you. Bye.